Well, hello again, YouTube family, and welcome back to the show. So, in this segment, I wanted to bring up the topic that's going on around the country right now. That's Elijah McCain. And is it McCain or Kane? I think it's McCain. But anyway, see what happened? Now, to all those naysayers that says there's no such thing as police brutality and their killings, they don't cover up their killings, which they do. See what I told you? Oh, excuse me. I just had some ginger ale. See what I mean, people? There's a orchestrated effort to eliminate you. Now you're starting to understand. This boy was walking from the store just because he had on a face mask. Now, this is not during the time of COVID, but he was wearing a face mask because it sounded like he was very anemic. That's what it sounded like it was to me. So they had to stop this boy, harass him, put him down on the ground, and asphyxiate him and kill him. Yeah, granted, he died a few days later, but he was dead really then. And now she's just firing just because a picture came up. Don't trust her either, because there's still two more cops that needs to be fired, and we don't hear anything about them being fired. See, all they got to do is say they got a suspicious call, or somebody walking around with a mask on, and that's all they need. Now the dude told him he had a problem. They could see he didn't have weapons. They could see he came from the store, but that wasn't good enough. They had to humiliate this man. Bright person, can play the violin. There's not even that many black people that can play the violin, or that play the violin. So you know he probably wasn't a criminal, but that wasn't good enough for them. So what's next? You're going to protest, right? Let's see if something gets done. They may even get rid of the cops. But if you don't defund these police departments, nothing's going to change. This is why people are moving to defund them. So all you who defend the police right now, there's a saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. In some cases, you have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And this is one of them cases. Yeah, there'll be a lot of good cops that lose their job, but them be the ones that can always come back and you can get them back. But the majority of them, they don't need to be without. They don't need jobs. And I have another problem with ex-military being policemen, because all these tactics that you're seeing, are from the military. So they come from other countries harassing them people and treating them like dirt to come to this country to harass you and treat you like dirt. I even hear in the several police departments that policemen are quitting. Let them quit. Good. We don't need them in the first place. That's because, see, they think they're so arrogant that they think that we need them. And if they're not there, we're going to come begging them to come back. That's not going to happen. I say the less the merrier. Because then you get a chance to get some real people in there. And matter of fact, we ought to change the whole way the police department is formed, created. We need to break it all the way back down to nothing and build it back up with really good people that treat people with respect and not afraid of the criminals. Because these cops, they're only uh, bad when there's a whole bunch of them. But I've seen tons of cases, especially on YouTube, where people stand up to them, and what do? They back up like little butterflies. But when they got that force behind them, they big and they bad. So that's what you want, folks. And it's another thing I want to say. Why is 90% of the police force white? You ever think about that? You think they encourage whites to join the police force? I think they do. They encourage them to join it because they make them think they have a power over you. You savages out there. And the civilized people have to come and take control of you. This is why Tucker Carlson and people like him and Hannity, so for police because they think police is to serve and protect. It does for them. It don't do anything for us except kill and destroy or violate. And I'm talking about all the police forces. Maybe in some places it's not that way. But if you look around the country, what do you see, and who do you see? So, like I keep telling Miss Candace and Officer Tatum, now this man didn't have no criminal record. Did he deserve to die too? Or are you gonna find something wrong with him as well? Or are you gonna dig into his past and find something that you can use against him too? Because people like you, there you go. I need to hear you talk about this one, Miss Owens and Mr. Tatum and Tucker Carlson and a few others. Let's hear you talk about this. Let's hear your tone on your feelings about what happened to this boy. Probably won't have much to say, will you? I'm sure you won't. Because people like you never do. But to the rest of the people listening, this has got to change. We have to change it. And what we're doing is a start, but it's not going to finish the race. We have to demand defunding these police stations, these police stations. Yeah, police stations. We have to defund them. And we have to make our mayors see. But see, in here in Chicago, we got a mayor and the police force, they like this, you know. But I wanted to say, didn't this superintendent come from, if somebody know out there, didn't this superintendent come from another police force where he was basically fired or kicked out? If I'm not mistaken, because I've seen his face before. You know, I just can't remember where. But if I'm not mistaken, this guy came from another police force, which they kicked him out of there. I guess that's why he keeping a low profile. See, but what I say, I told you, a lot of the killings that go on in these streets that police do, they're not even registered. Nobody talks about it. You find a body on the side of the street, they say it's gangs. They say OD, but who knows? That's why a lot of cops are leaving the force because they can't kill anymore, and they may get caught. It's not because they don't think that you respect them anymore. It's because they can't kill with impunity anymore. They can't violate with impunity anymore. So for them, the thrill is over. There's no more fun. They have to find something else to do. And for these 4 cops that got fired over in Aurora, Colorado, I hope you never get another night of sleep. I hope these last few days was the best sleep that you ever had. Because I guarantee you're not going to sleep well after what you did. And even though you wasn't involved in the man's murder, well, 1 or 2 of you were, you think that you got off, you went back and made jokes about how you killed. Only a pussy would do something like that. And send a picture to a friend and say, see, remember what you did? Remember when you killed that boy? This ought to make you feel better. It's disgusting. They're sick individuals. And should no police force rehire them, and we should follow each and every last one of them, wherever they go, and make their life a living hell. For all the policemen that do that, we should do this. We should do that. Make sure the next job that they go to, we protest that one. Till you run them down barren and broke, so they can see how it feels when they do it to our people, when they falsely incarcerate our people or tell lies on our people. Did you see the video about the neighbor? I'm not sure what state that was. But to give you a quick story, I'm not gonna last this video too long. But to give you a quick story, the people was building a patio in their backyard. Black couple, well-to-do, yeah, both attorneys, from what they said. So the neighbor, she's got to question everything they do. Of course, she's a white girl, a white woman, you know. So she stands out in the middle of the street and calls the police and makes a false call claiming that she was pushed by one of them. Now, me and you would have made that false claim, we'd be in jail. For the simple fact that the couple didn't want to file charges, which I think was a grave mistake. You don't let people like that get away with it, because all she's going to do is do it again. Maybe not to you, but she's going to pick another victim to do it to, and they might not be as strong as you, or they might not be as forgiving as you. But if it was me, I would have called the police and I'd have had her locked up, because that's what she was trying to do. Not only was she trying to get you locked up, she was trying to get you killed. When she said that the man pushed her. See what some of these people will stoop to see your demise, but y'all ain't listening. I bet you're just going, hmm, but you ain't listening. How much death does it have to take? Are you fed up? I'm going to keep asking you this question until I get an answer. Are you fed up? Have you had enough? When is enough enough? You need to think about it. It could be you next. It could be me next. It could be your neighbor. It could be your mother. It could be your brother. It could be your wife, your children. They all up for grabs because they're trying to push this race war. And it's coming whether you want it to or not. It may not come in the form of where you think a whole bunch of white people, but you got to understand that the government is involved in this too. They have a big hand in this. So, that is my rant for today. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, ring the bell, notification, because I've been asking for comments. I got a couple, but I really would like more comments, and I hope that this video can reach more people. You know, like I said, this I'm just really starting out, and I'm getting my bearings. But I know there's people out there that want to hear what I have to say, so I would like some feedback. And upcoming videos is still about. I'm going to go out and show you some of these business storefronts that need some repairing, that we can uh, focus our the business aspect. We can focus on the business aspect about the micro business and about meditation. I remember I promised that I was going to show you how to meditate. So look for those coming videos. And once again, thank you for watching. Be blessed and God bless. Thank you. Bye bye.